It's day 7 of the Midnight Protocol ARG from Midnight Society, Dr Disrespect Studio, and today we got another big chunk of like the game where we got to go into Sector 2 and try and make our way through. Now they've changed things up quite a lot, so now we completely understand that if too many people die going through this sector, then we're going to have a 12-hour penalty at some point in the future. So we've changed the way we've approached things. People on the Discord have got really organized and been doing things very, very differently. And in this video, I'll show you kind of what's been going on and what's new. And I'll also show you a complete guide for how to get through Sector 2 and pick up the visor that you need, and a nice sniper rifle, but the visor that you're going to need to get to Sector 3. So this is the route you're definitely going to have to take. Now to do this, you have to have gone through Sector 1 first. And I strongly suggest you go back, watch my videos, work out how to get through Sector 1. It might be worth going onto the spreadsheet. So if you go on the Discord, it's in the pinned messages, and you can see all the different ways to get the different loot and kind of loading up on things. I think this route might need a tactical knife. I'm not 100% sure. So you might want to go back and get that. So the first thing is the access page updated again. Nothing particularly interesting on this one. Sector 2 start mission, and we needed the visor cortex. Because to open up a sector, you need a visor cortex from a previous one. So anyone can go to Sector 1, but then you have to loot one of the visors to get access to Sector 2. You can actually also get the visor for Sector 4 in that previous one. We also had the map page updated. So we had these maps, basically they're bits of concept art that they've drawn on, but they kind of give you clues as to how to get through Sector 2. This first one was a little bit misleading because it shows someone sprinting across the middle with a check mark. If you did that, you actually got killed. So it wasn't showing us quite what we thought it was. But it's elevator 1, there's a bit where you can choose the left or right elevators. The right elevator works and goes up. The left elevator gets stuck like it does there. And you end up needing a gas mask to survive. And then there's this kind of corrupted one, which you can't see very much, but people manage to like increase the brightness and the contrast a lot to see it better. And you can actually, it shows you that you can take the left escalator as like the better escalator to take. So all of that stuff's very interesting. Now, when we did Sector 1, we ended up making, some people made this ridiculous flowchart that's awesome, that shows you all of the different possible choices you can make and what the outcomes of those choices are. Now, that's kind of what's happening right now, is people are doing the exact same thing, trying to work out what's happening with Sector 2, all of the different routes we can take. So we've found different places where you can die. Now, to do this today, because we were aware that if too many people died, we were going to get locked out for 12 hours again, people decided to start sending one person through at a time, and we were all watching them on Discord. So we were all watching them through like the streaming thing on Discord, watching them take the path, noting down everything that happened, and then when they died or when they got through, we'd record that whole path and then send the next person through, and they would make slightly different decisions so we could map it out. So that's what's been happening at the moment. Now, if you don't want to die, and remember, if you die, you kind of make it worse for everyone else, and you want to follow a safe path through, I'm now going to show you the exact path I took that Brug showed me that gets you the cortex that you need to open the next sector, and it gets you a sniper rifle and a bit of ammo. That's probably the best path through for now. But if you don't want to see it, obviously end the video now. If you want to go through it yourself and explore it yourself, that's fine too. To start mission. So, chance of survival, 18%. Do you want to continue? Just going to back out of there. Do you want to continue? Yes. We first of all went to the shops. I think you can loot at the beginning. I think that's safe. So you can loot at the beginning and get some 45 rounds. Then you can check the guild shops. And then there's people chasing, so you don't want to loot now because otherwise you'll die. So then you can bash the lock, which will get you into the shops. And then you are still being chased. They've just come into the shop, so you definitely don't have time to loot again. So this time you want to rush the stairs up. And then a claw on the second floor turns to the stairs you ascended in response to the gunfight. So now we can engage on the top floor rather than going back down the stairs because we've got a group behind us. So we can engage on the top floor, and then we can pull from your loadout and engage the fast approaching claw with a well-placed melee strike to the head, sending them dropping instantly. With no shots fired, the action below you remains fixated on their existing target, so they're not paying attention to us. You look out over the parking lot and notice several claws well positioned and picking off claws running for the extraction point. One is on an upper platform covering the stairwell and ramp, the other is in cover across the parking lot, covering the opening to the loading dock. Now this point, I think we've got a little bit of breathing time because people didn't hear us do this, so we can loot here, I think. So if I loot, we've now got a sniper rifle. And using the sniper rifle, we can engage a distant target. It says you stand back from the edge and use the high-powered scope of the V7 sniper rifle to focus your fire on the upper platform claw that has a line of sight to you, sending a well-placed round downrange and shattering their visor, sending them flipping backwards. The shot rings out, reverberating across the parking lot. The firefight below you seems to die out as well, as the well-positioned claw across the way mops up. They hunker down behind the cover point as your shot rings out. So now I've engaged once. I think now I can flank around. So I've taken out the person that could see me. You push back down the stairs, rushing over the fallen bodies of the squad that originally pursued you in, bounding cover to the exterior parking lot staircase to go down and behind the claw, taking cover across the lot. Their focus is on the extraction point as you come up behind and take out the last remaining claw covering the extraction. So the last one's done, so I can loot here. And then that got me the Visor Cortex, codename Moonlight, and then I can extract and complete that sector, and now we've got a shiny new sniper rifle, we've got some 45 rounds, and we've got the Visor Cortex Moonlight. So hopefully you found that interesting. Hopefully this is helping you. Leave a comment, let me know what have you got in your loadout now. What things have you got? Have you got a lot more stuff than what I've got? I feel like it's possible that you could have a few extra bits and pieces. Have you found anything else interesting in Sector 2 that we haven't seen yet? Don't forget to like and subscribe to the video, turn your notifications on. I'm doing daily updates for this ARG, so you're getting a video every single day about it, as well as the other videos, you know, about Warzone and Icarus and things like that. Thank you very much for watching, and goodbye.